This, to me, is the oddest of the matchups I've had on Nitro today. I don't know why. I don't see how. But you know what? I ain't complaining. First time ever for everything. Like I said, EBCW has taken on a lot of first time ever matches. And, again, I ain't complaining. Let's have some fun. Of course, I don't want to beat the shit out of Dusty Rhodes, because if I even try to play as Dusty Rhodes, I'm going to get my ass beat by Roman Reigns. But if I play as Roman Reigns, Dusty Rhodes gets his ass beat anyway, and I don't want to do that out of respect. Either way, I'm fucked. So, it's going to be some guy in the comments section. Oh, why is Dusty Rhodes getting his ass beat by Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns sucks. And I don't fucking care. Everyone knows that Roman Reigns is the fucking most powerful character in the WWE games since 2K20. Guy is unbeatable. Him and Brock Lesnar. Although not so much Brock Lesnar in this game if you go back to the last match I had before Money in the Bank. But either way. New World Heavyweight Champion defeated Goldberg in the Battle of the Spear. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Battle of the Spear. We all would wonder what would happen if Goldberg and Goldberg and Roman Reigns would have a match, let alone for a title. Who would win? Roman Reigns goes over strong. He literally, not gonna lie though, within the first few minutes of the match, I knew Roman was winning. Goldberg's, controls and whatever computer had no answer for anything Roman Reigns was doing. Speaking of Roman Reigns, there's a lot of talk about him winning the Royal Rumble. I strongly disagree with that sentiment. Not that I don't like Roman Reigns. I just feel that even though his reaction has still been very positive since he came back from cancer, I think someone else needs it. Someone else needs it more than Roman Reigns does. Roman Reigns could easily do whatever the fuck he wants if he wanted to. He could be inserted somewhere else if he wants, but he does not need to be a winner in the Royal Rumble. Give it to Drew McIntyre. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I remember where I was the day I found out Dusty Rhodes had passed away from this world. I was on the bus. I was on the bus in school. I didn't have a car. I was senior in high school. I was on the bus going home from school, and I see on Twitter that Kevin Owens was paying homage to Dusty Rhodes. I wondered why. Turns out Dusty Rhodes had passed away. It's very sad. Very, very sad. I was like, oh shit, that's a bummer. But either way, mad respect to Dusty, especially with his work in NXT before he had passed. Now they have the whole Dusty Classic after him, which is actually starting up. It's actually started up again, which is cool. I like the idea of the Dusty Classic. I just hate how some of the teams are put together sometimes for the sake of putting teams together. Like NXT doesn't have enough credible tag teams anymore in their own brand that they're actually this time they're reaching out to NXT UK, which they themselves don't have, in my opinion, all that much of a credible tag team division other than Imperium and a few other people. Definitely Grizzled Young Veterans, and definitely who else is in the match? Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster are good too, and maybe Gallus, but that's about it. Other than that, the Hunt, as much as I like them, they'll never make it. They'll never get anywhere. They're just going to be mid-card jobber tag teams. Kind of like what Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch are, basically. More or less. Same thing with Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. They're never going to get anywhere. Their storyline's basically done for. They had a whole storyline going up to where they were going to possibly win the championships or go up against the champions, who at the time were the Grizzled Young Veterans. And I'm not talking about the match. I apologize that, but they're not going to get anywhere either. So basically, NXT as a singular show, not as a NXT and NXT UK combination, has basically no credible tag teams to the sense where they actually need NXT UK to bail them out. That's what happens when you have a non-existent tag team division other than Undisputed Era and a few other people. German suplex there by Roman Reigns. World Heavyweight Champion just absolutely dominating Dusty Rhodes. And again, deep down I feel bad. But at the same time, shit happens. Now watch I talk all this shit earlier in the match. And lo and behold, Dusty Rhodes somehow comes back and beats me. And that's right there grounds for a World Heavyweight Championship match as far as I'm concerned. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Big move there. I don't know what the fuck that was. Was that a German overhead German suplex or like an arm drag? It looked like an arm drag from that angle. Very weird. You gotta look at Dusty's abdomen area, dude. That shit is busted. Oh, that shit is just busted. One spear. I predict one spear is gonna pin Dusty Rhodes, and if it doesn't, I'm calling bullshit. Get reversed there. Oh, someone say Superman punch? Yep, Superman punch. Yeah, let's get that corner finisher going. Odds are Dusty reverses this. Nope, I was wrong. Connected. Spear. World Heavyweight Champion. Could he possibly get the pin? I hate that's like a slow ass motion spear that this game just gave me. Like legit. Like the game literally looks like it's in slow motion. I can't stand it. 1, 2, and a kick out. Imagine my shock. I thought he was done for. I thought Dusty was done for no matter how much health he had left on his little bar there. Oh fuck. You have to imagine though, like as much as this is like the battle of the biggest baby faces in wrestling right here. I mean, Roman Reigns, no matter how you see it, it's a fact that he's a very badly pushed baby face, but a baby face nonetheless, and thus he sells merch and he's over with the kids, and he's one of the biggest baby faces in this decade. Dusty Rhodes is one of the biggest baby faces in wrestling. Oh, look at that. Those two guys were going at it there. It's like, who's going to knock over who? And it turns out no one knocked over anybody. It's just a stare down for a second. I like that. Oh, shit. Sleeper hold. How the fuck? There we go. Nice reversal there. Little jaw jack. Another over-the-head belly-to-belly suplex, because I'm going to spam moves now because I don't know how to do certain shit because they changed everything in this game. Bye-bye. I'm just going to see if I can end it right now. 1, 2, I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna take out Dusty, I'm gonna do it the proper way. The man deserves more respect than that. The man deserves to be speared out of respect. Just because I'm not gonna fucking pin him with a signature. I mean, what am I? An animal? All right, could you get up now, dipshit? I mean, I know you're enjoying your handiwork, but 1, 2, 3. I swear to God, if he kicked out, I was gonna lose it. Anyway, the new World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, is the victor, and thus concludes the Nitro Fallout of EBCW. Coming up, we got our main event episode, and then next week after that, we got Monday Night Raw. And we'll get to see what happens with Raw's Fallout, which more or less hasn't changed. You know, Kofi's still champion. Shelton's still champion. New Day are still tag team champions of both brands. I mean, there's nothing different. There's no difference in it. Anyway, Roman Reigns standing tall over a legend in Dusty Rhodes. The battle of the babyfaces has concluded. And whether you like it or not, Roman Reigns is the World Heavyweight Champion, and he'll continue to be World Heavyweight Champion for as long as this game makes him, because I don't fucking make the rules. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching these last couple episodes of Nitro. I will see you all next week for Main Event. Have a great day, and peace out.